Okay, so here is a Tohatsu 9.8 horsepower long shaft. Well, it's an extra long shaft outboard motor. This is primarily a kicker motor or a sailboat motor. It's a 25-inch shaft, and I'm going to be working on it. I have the carburetor off because when I purchased it, I just wanted to make sure that the carburetor wasn't destroyed, because the owner said that the car needed a new carburetor, but as you can see, it just needs cleaning. It's not destroyed. The ethanol didn't eat up the metal. This will clean up really good. The needle is for the float is stuck, which isn't a big deal. It's a common thing. But check this out. It looks like chocolate. Look at all that. That's what happens if you leave fuel in, your car and you run ethanol fuel. So that's my project today. I'm gonna fully service this engine, and as you could see on the lower unit, it looks like it had some barnacles and the guy scraped it off. It's not rough or anything, but anyway, I went to the Tohatsu dealer and I did pick up a can of original OEM paint. I sprayed some on this pipe, and that's what it's gonna come out to. It is the same color. The motor is dirty, but I'm gonna respray from here down. I might do it up here also, because there is some nicks and scratches, but I'm not sure. But I'm definitely gonna do it from up here to this fin right here. It's gonna look nice with OEM paint. Make it look good like it's supposed to be. This motor is electric start tiller, 4-stroke. So today I'm gonna clean the carburetor, install new spark plugs, get it running, and the next day, which is tomorrow, I'm going to start painting the engine, and hopefully everything comes out well. It's gonna be a really nice clean engine for someone. So my first step is I'm going to clean the bowl really good. Lots of garbage in here. Spray some carb cleaner. Get all this stuff loosened up. So now I'm moving to the carburetor. Just gonna let this sit for a little bit, loosen up all the grime that's on here. Alright, so I have the carburetor completely, pretty much in pieces. I have the jets removed. I mean, these are completely clogged. These are completely clogged, and the flow was sticking, so it's pouring gas out of the carburetor. Even this is all clogged up. Oh no, it's not. But yeah, we have a few things that need to be cleaned up. Letting the soak and carburetor cleaner is going to clean everything up really nicely, and I'm going to assemble it back together, and we're going to try to fire up the engine. So here is the carburetor. This carburetor is fully cleaned, assembled, and it's ready to be bolted on. I'm going to do that right now, and I also have to install the air box onto the carburetor. And the carburetor is going to go right in here. It's really simple to put on. So the carburetor is currently installed in the engine with the air box. Now I'm going to be putting a longer hose because someone cut the end of this, and this hose is too short now. So I'm going to replace it with this black hose right now. Alright, so the hose is in, it's connected, looks really good, and now I'm going to get my fuel, hook up the line to it, and I'm going to fire her up and see what happens. So I already started the engine, and it does start right up. Here, I'm going to demonstrate it running. Idle's really nice. Just a great running engine, really nice motor. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put new plugs in it. I'm going to do the impeller, lower unit fluid, engine oil, and I'm going to paint it really nice. So this is where I'm at right now. Alright, so my next step on the engine is I'm going to drain the oil, and we're going to remove the dipstick, put this on here on top of the engine, and we're going to use a 5/8 socket on a wrench. We're going to open this up, get a oil pan ready. Take this screw out, and all the oil will come right out of here. Alright, should be coming out right now. And don't forget your crunch washer. And this engine doesn't take much oil. I believe it's just 1 quart of oil. I'm gonna have to look it up on the manual just to be safe, but good thing it's getting new oil because this one's pretty dirty. So to add oil to this engine, it's really simple. Make sure you put the screw back on for your oil drainage. You pour oil in here, and you're going to check it with the dipstick right in there, and you want it at the high side, but it should be between here. This is the low side, low mark, and this is the high mark, so you want it up to here when you're refilling it. Alright, so I'm going to be replacing the impeller currently, so I'm going to remove the lower unit, and that's my next step on this engine. So I just removed the impeller from the water pump housing. Here is the old one versus the new one. As you can see, compared to both, the old one, the fins are all bent up. It's in the shape of the water pump housing, which will reduce the water flow to the engine. And here's original Tohatsu impeller. It's going to be a big difference. It's going to be pumping a lot of water, and it's going to cool the engine a lot quicker. Alright, so my next step is installing new plugs. I have the plugs removed. Just have to screw them back in. Top one's going in, and then the bottom one. And I'm going to fire her up just to make sure that the engine is pumping water perfectly. Have the lower unit back on. Impeller installed, and it's coming out really good so far. Alright, so the motor is currently running, pumping good water, idling great. Yeah, she's running great. Next step is I'm going to take the propeller off and start prepping it up to paint it. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm going to drain the lower unit fluid, and I'm going to put brand new fluid in there right now. Alright, so the oil is draining. There is no water in the oil, which is really good. The seals are all good. I'm going to drain all the oil and put new oil in the lower unit. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to be painting on the engine are the clamps. As you can see, the clamps they have some rust right here and some paint falling off right here from salt water. So I'm going to respray these, and they're going to come out looking pretty good. Alright, so here are what the clamps look like painted. They came out pretty good. I'm just going to let them dry until you know, they're touchable, and I could put it on the stand so I could start painting the lower unit area. I just want to show you guys how the clamps came out. Came out pretty decent. Alright, so I have the first coat on. I'm going to let that dry for 15 minutes. Then I'm going to put the second coat on the engine. It's coming out looking pretty good so far. Okay, so the next thing that I'm doing to the engine is I'm painting the propeller with Rust-Oleum 2K Ultra cover. This is going to come out really good. It's going to make the engine look, you know, nice with a white prop that's fresh. So I'm going to put one coat on for now. So the next thing I'm doing is I'm going to be gluing the hood seal back, because on these Tohatsus, the hood seals do come off. It's, you know, it's something that needs to be fixed from the factory, but what they use, it's not really that great, and it just peels right off. So I'm just going to glue it back on, and it's going to seal the hood like it's supposed to be once again. So here I already glued on the hood seal. It's on the hood really good. Came out great. Check that out. It's on there excellent. Now I'm just gonna finish up painting. I have about 3 coats of paint on the lower unit, and some of the midsection I'm painting from here all the way down to the end. It's looking great, coming out good. So I'm gonna throw some coats on that, and I'm gonna go to the propeller right now, and I'm gonna throw some coats of paint on that right now. Alright, so here's the prop. This is my third coat. It's coming out good so far. I mean, it's not perfect, you know. As you can see the imperfections, you know. I didn't fully sand it down and all that. But I mean, for what it is, it's coming out pretty good. Come on the back side. I'm still gonna do a few more coats and I'm gonna let it dry. But I like it so far. It's coming out great. Alright, so here's the motor. What I'm doing right now is I'm removing the oil screw and the wash screw. I'm removing these to put them on the wire brush to clean them up really nice. Because right now they're painted over and I just wanted to make it, you know, to make it all nice. Alright, so I just cleaned them up. That's how it came out. It looks really good. Those two top ones and the bottom oil screw. And I have the prop right here. It's all dried up. It's all nice white and glossy. Look at that. Really nice. I'm gonna take this off. Look at the prop. It actually came out really nice. Okay, everything is done on the engine. It's ready to go. It's fully serviced. The paint is done. Look at that paint. Came out really nice. New zinc. This motor has a new impeller, new oils, new spark plug. What else did I put? I put a lot of work into this motor. Paint came out really good. Before there was, you know, barnacle marks and stuff on here. But yeah, she looks great right now. It's like a new motor all over again. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.